everybody, it's Allie. Today is Sunday, April 4th, and this is part 2 of my Y&R chat vlog. Billy and Victoria had sex. You know, this pairing, this couple intrigues me so much that I want to go slow and really enjoy it, like a glass of fine wine. Honestly, I could have waited longer, a couple more weeks before having sex. But that being said, I need more now. I need to feed the beast of my Billy and Victoria obsession. I feel like we barely saw them very much in the bedroom. The flirting was wonderful, though. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I loved it especially when Victoria Newman goes to Billy's trailer. She looks around and she says to him, "You're a slob." And he just looks at her and says, "Well, you're uptight and I don't hold that against you." And then he pushes her down on the bed, or one way or the other, and they fall down onto the bed and they make love. It was wonderful. Mwah. Thank you, Y&R. Who all in Genoa City has Billy slept with now? Because I think that's Billy's main function in Genoa City, is pleasing the ladies. So we have Khloe, obviously, although that happened prior to them both living in Genoa City. Sharon, scandalous. Heather, scandalous also. And now Victoria. Did he sleep with Mac? I can't even remember if he slept with Mac or not. But I guess the point is that most of Billy's sex seems to be pretty meaningless. But I think that Billy and Victoria actually really like each other, and there's the added element of the Romeo and Juliet thing, because Victor doesn't want them to be together, which makes me want it even more. And Victoria's got the biggest smile on her face that I have seen in ages from her. And I am really starting to love and appreciate Victoria. I never thought that I would love the new actress as much as the original Victoria, played by Heather Tom. But honestly, this Victoria has it all. She fits the bill completely. I actually like her more than the original. Never thought I would say that, because that's a hard role to fill. But I really am loving her. I think that Billy is bringing out so much fun from her that we've never seen, and I've enjoyed the past few months with her more than ever. So I'm dying to know your reaction. How do you feel about the Billy and Victoria pairing? Do we have a name for them yet? Villy? I'm sure you do. Leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts. Well, Chance and Khloe's big trip to New York was a total bust. Chance proposed to her and she turned him down flat. I'm kind of glad. I know. I've not been feeling those two lately. I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just fickle. But I would have felt bad if they would have gotten engaged and I wouldn't have cared. So maybe it's for the best that they cool it off for a while. That being said, I'm sure there are lots of people who are disappointed this week. I think that Chance knows what he wants and Khloe doesn't. It's that simple. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's moving a little fast. Maybe she's being a little cold. In the larger scheme, I think that maybe people just make relationships more complicated than they need to be. If two people want to be together, then why don't they just get together? Why is it so hard, everyone? Now everything is just all awkward between them. I don't know. Wait a minute. Is this a scene out of my life? It's Masquerade Ball fashion time. Yay! We had a very, very striking theme this year. It was visually rich. It was very eyes wide shut without the sex. There was lots of masks, lots of hooded looks, lots of feathers, lots of burgundy and deep purples. It was very visually appealing, and I, of course, loved it. I am gonna pick my best dressed right now, and I'm gonna have to say my best dressed female was Victoria. It doesn't hurt that I'm completely in love with her right now. She had on this burgundy dress with this peacock feather kind of shoe shooting out of it, and like a diamond brooch in the center. It was lovely. She also had on this diamond sparkly mask, and she had a lot of screen time, and she was a little bit drunk, so I think that helped to kind of bring off the whole look, but it was 100% flawless for me. I absolutely loved it. My best dressed male, it was Michael, because he was wearing a purple cape. Michael was wearing a purple cape. I don't even think that I could love Michael any more than I already do, except that he was wearing a purple cape. I loved it. It takes a real man to pull off that look. Michael is the man. He totally pulled it off. He did it. I loved it. Lauren's dressed, by the way, black and backless. The woman is like a living doll. I loved it. The best dressed couple, I thought, was Neil and Ashley. Ashley, I'm loving her lately. She had on kind of this like, the dress had sort of like a nude colored underneath, and then like this black lacy black lace kind of going over it. So it was very elegant. She had a little diamond on her cheekbone that was cute. Big blonde curls as usual. She had a very feminine looking golden mask that she was carrying. And Neil had on like a kind of cool mask too. He was like, it was black and very tribal. Neil is a handsome man, and I liked them together. And speaking of handsome men and great couples, you know I love any excuse to get Murphy into a tux. So I loved that. Catherine was wearing this gold sparkly jacket, which I would expect nothing less from the Duchess of Genoa City. Belly's first outfit was very fitting. It was a gold devilish looking mask. It was very naughty because he was like taking back shots directly from the champagne bottle the entire time. And then his second outfit was very ironic because he went and changed out of his like devil mask into something else so that Victor wouldn't recognize him talking to Victoria. But the ironic thing was that his second outfit, the mask had a huge mustache on it. So I thought that was very telling and very interesting. Let's see what else. Oh, Victor. Well, obviously. Victor in a mask was kind of funny. I kind of wonder if they had a hard time getting Eric Braeden into that mask, because he's such a man's man, you know? I think it was probably pretty hard for him. But the whole time I just kept thinking, is that Victor Newman or the Lone Ranger? Nikki was beautiful. It was great to see her on the scene. It seems like so much lately that she's been isolated from everybody else in Genoa City, so she was looking great, and it was nice to see her. I'm still loving her dark hair, by the way. I hope they keep it. Nick was adorable in his mask, also dancing with Phyllis in a wheelchair on the dance floor. I didn't get a very good look at Phyllis's dress because she was sitting down. For the most part, Phyllis just looked like a mental patient to me in the wheelchair. I think by far the creepiest mask had to be, well, with the exception of Mama Bear and Daisy and Ryder, who I kept thinking, how are you gonna drink punch and eat food while your face is completely covered up and there's no mouth hole? But the creepiest outfit I thought was Adam. I mean, it was just looming and weird, and that huge hat, I mean, he just looked very, very evil. And I noticed that his mask was very, very fitting because it was two-faced. Did you notice that half of it was black and half of it was gold? Very, very fitting, Adam. Those are my thoughts about the fashion and the show this week. Definitely let me know what you guys are thinking. Leave me a comment. I would love to know, by the way, if you guys have a best dressed, worst dressed, if you had a favorite outfit, favorite mask, any of that, please let me know your thoughts. I'm not going to be here next week. I'm actually going to be working, if you're a fan of the chicken cake videos that I've been making with my friend Nadia, I'm going to be making some more videos and producing some more stuff with her next week. So I'll be busy doing that, but I will be back the following week to talk more about Y&R. I'll be watching the entire time, and I'll be looking forward to talking to you guys about it when I get back. So I hope that everyone has a wonderful 2 weeks. I am thinking of you. I love you all. I appreciate your participation in this vlog, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. See you next time. Bye.